at that difference
between them. So this is air dried.
Yeah.
And that's the freeze dried.
Yeah.
The freeze dried looks like it's still alive.
Well,
I mean, you know, it looks like it's kind of fresh picked.
this is the difference between the freeze dried stinging nettle versus the dried stinging nettle. You can tell how much lighter that fresh looking stinging nettle is compared to the one that was air dried. Both are good.
So also I noticed the air dried one, when you touch the little spines.
Right here.
This is the air dried.
Yeah.
It's like they're not stingly.
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 That's a new word. But the freeze dried one.
It still stings.
It's tingly and stinging. Stingly.
Stingly. It's very stingly. We're using a medium-sized Harvest Right freeze dryer that I absolutely love. I mean, I feel like between herbs, we freeze dry
Food.
lots of food.
Lots of food. We freeze. Well, we've experimented with it quite a bit.
We have. I feel like we're gonna need gloves too.
Yeah. Well.
They're
stingly.
Stingly. What's going on, friends? Welcome back to the Honeystead. My name is Kaylee.
And I'm Bridget.
My mom and I are up in the Apothecary. We've got some things that we have to tackle today, and we're going to take you guys along with us. But the first thing that we're going to do is take care of this stinging nettle that we freeze dry. And I'm going to show you one of the things that we both like to do with it.
It's not stinging nettle. It's stingly nettle.
It's stingly nettle. It's stingly nettle. Freeze dried, definitely a little stingly. We're going to need gloves for this. This was such a beautiful harvest.
It was a gift. There was a little story that goes along with that, and you've got another video. I don't know how she numbers them, but anyway, I'm sure she'll put a link somewhere so you guys can watch the gathering process, which was truly a gift because, 2 or 3 days after...
Yeah, not even...
we harvested, and we didn't even put a dent in the amount that was there. A huge flood came through. Yeah. So we not only did we get to gather fresh nettles, but we actually gathered some with root. Mm-hmm. So we have transplanted them here on the property, and we're welcoming them in. But yes, we have an abundance of stingly nettles right now to do something with.
And if you guys want to watch that video, I'll make sure to put that at the very end of this video so you can kind of follow along. Mom's like, how do I say this? What do I say? And I'm like, just tell them there's another video.
Yeah, she put a link down there. Just find it. You'll find it.
I'll make sure it's there if you guys did not catch this. But today, one of the things that we have been wanting, we've been talking about showing you guys, and it's actually this, I don't think is a recipe in my book, but it kind of gives you a little bit of a taste of what you're going to probably see in the book. And one of the ways that I like to take in herbal medicine is with, of course, honey. And pre-orders right now for my book are available. This kind of gives me an idea of like how many we have to print. We don't want to be wasteful. So pre-orders are open right now. I will make sure to add a QR code in this video.
See, I would have said there's another link.
I'll also pin the link in the description.
Oh, okay.
So I'm telling you, follow along. We've got a lot going on. But today, one of the things that I wanted to show you guys, because I don't think I've actually shown them, is how to make a pastille. Now, there's a lot of fun recipes that you can do. But this one with the stinging nettle is, I think, one of my favorites. But we're going to go ahead.
Oh, wait.
We're gonna
do this part.
All right, I will do this part. We're going to powder some of the stinging nettle. Now, I am wearing gloves because
they're stingly.
And the difference between freeze-dried herbs versus dried herbs are the freeze-dried. They are a little bit more, it's actually, I treat it like a fresh herb.
Yeah, I would say so.
It's a lot more potent. So when we do dry our herbs, there are, multiple different ways between hang drying it, but the freeze dry by far, I think, harnesses the fresh aspect of the herbs. Now I'm gathering mainly leaves, but if a few stems get in there, I'm not really bothered by it.
She's stinging.
Sorry. sorry.
Some of these had little blooms at the top.
I know. But yeah, we definitely powdering the herbs. This is how you would want to make a pastille. Now, a pastille is essentially a little pill that you can make with honey. You can also use maple syrup if you don't want to use honey, but
I was going to say crush them up.
I'm just going to crush it.
I was going to say there's just as well as there's several ways to take in your nettles.
Yeah.
There's several ways to powder this. We're opting for method 1 right now, which is a combination, obviously, of Kaylee crushing it.
Yeah.
And the mortar.
I'm still getting stung.
The mortar and the pestle.
Yes.
You might want to take a peek, tell me what you think. I can keep going on it, but it's pretty.
All right.
Other than a little bit
that's
of
beautiful. Now this we are going to seal in this bag.
I think we're about there. Did it get you? Yeah, don't.
I just inhaled a little bit. Don't breathe.
It's kind of like mullein.
It is. Look how cool that ended up looking.
It's bright green.
It is bright green. All right, so now, did you get your workout?
Oh yeah.
So now we're gonna make the actual pastille. So what I found is I like to put my powder on a plate first. A couple of tablespoons, depending on how many.
Don't
These are
sneeze.
for us. Depending on how many.
Oh, wow.
I know.
It's like all of a sudden, all of this opened up.
This honey was given to us from a local apiary, local beekeepers from Fort Valley called Shalabidi Springs.
And if we botched your name, I'm sorry.
But it tasted really good.
Oh, it's delicious. It looks like it might be, an early honey, like spring because of the lighter color.
I gotta get a close-up of this because this is too pretty.
Oh, now they can see the label.
Yeah. So what I like to do is, I personally like to drop my honey directly onto the powder. And this gets to be like a sticky mess. And I only start with a little bit at a time. Not too much. If you make it too much honey, then it just turns into an electuary, which is another way to take herbs in. But look how cool that looks. And then if I end up using any more, that's fine. I can pour it off, but I'm going to use my little honey spoon, and I just kind of mix a little bit. The goal is you want pea-sized balls, little honey balls. And see how it's already kind of creating like the little dough look? That's exactly kind of what you're going for. And yes, I'm going to end up adding more honey into this.
I'm wondering if it's going to be stingly.
It's going to be stingly. Well, we're going to try it. I have never done this with freeze-dried, so I'm very excited to try the freeze-dried. I'm going to add a little bit more honey.
Oh, look how pretty that honey is. It's so clean.
Their honey was good, too. I cannot wait to do our honey harvest soon enough. All right, so now it's a little thicker than what I like, but that's okay.
You still got a lot of dry to move in.
Oh, yeah. Now, what I'm going to do is, probably should get another spoon. I'm going to add a little bit more powder. I'm going to divide it just a little bit. Where's my spoon at? Okay. This is where it gets a little sticky. So the goal is you want little pea-sized balls. So I'm going to take enough to make the pea size. and then I start rolling it to make, these are a little bit bigger than pea size, but that's okay. The other thing that I like to do,
Those are lima bean size.
all right, we can cut it. This won't hurt, but yes, pea size is about the size that you're going after. And then the other thing that I like to do, once I like get it to kind of the size that I like, I will continue to roll it in, kind of like molding it in. And sometimes you can flatten it and then fold it over. It can get really sticky, that is for sure, but.
So add your moisture sparingly.
Save it. I like it like that, and then what I'll do is I'll just roll it one more time in the powder or another powder to coat it. And then what that does is it makes it a lot easier to store. But some of the other herbs that I like to, like powdered herbs, oh yeah, add a little more powder. Some of the other powdered herbs that I like to top my pastille in, I also will use like marshmallow root powder. I've done slippery elm and cinnamon, you know, herbs that kind of taste good. So you want, if it doesn't taste good, you're not going to take it.
Ooh, that could open up like star anise powder.
Oh, you could do
nutmeg.
You could do so many. But we're
not very good at this.
It's hard. It can be a little challenging. So that's why some people don't do it. But if you have patience and you just do it, I mean, look, like capsules are great. But what if you don't have a capsule machine? What if you don't have the capsules? What if you
can't make a pastille?
This is 2 ingredients, you know, honey and your dried herb.
Oh, I think I made one.
Roll it again in powder one more time, and then that will make it. And then the other thing that I like to do is I'll put them in the refrigerator, and I'll get them a little bit cold, a little bit hard. I feel like they do a lot better that way if your honey is not room temperature. So just a thought, if you are struggling. Just kidding.
I'll take a tincture.
You're doing great.
I'll drink a tea.
but some people don't like tea. Some people don't like tinctures.
You're right.
Some people don't
like making pastilles.
Some people don't like making capsules, you know. So these are all the different ways, and honestly, like that's the best thing is just show the variety of the different things, and it will be in my book along with like many recipes.
All right, I think I got it. Did I?
You did.
It's a lopsided.
Well, that's okay. As long as they're in here, and then you can go in and once they harden a little bit, we can mold them again. I honestly don't always care what they look like. I just, if you need it, you're going to take it. But this would be really good specifically for seasonal allergies too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've actually been really lucky.
I'm not gonna.
But it's the mushrooms.
I know.
It's my mushroom powder. So that is one thing. When I started blending my own mushroom powder, I really wanted to do some research about what mushrooms could help. And I found that reishi mushroom has been really awesome, especially for seasonal allergies. So I have not really had to
deal with any sinus issues or anything like that, or allergies.
Well, that's good. And the raw honey too. Mm-hmm. But the mushrooms, that my Be Attuned mushroom blend by far is like, I think my main go-to. This is also kind of helpful, like if you have little kids that don't like pills
or tea.
Yeah, or tea. There are certain herbs that could be beneficial. I did the catnip with this.
Oh, I bet that was a good one.
And it really helped with an upset stomach. When the honey is at room temperature, it is a little bit harder. And they kind of get a little floppy. But if you put them in the refrigerator, they will end up kind of hardening. And I actually like them in the refrigerator. Now, this I definitely would do more for seasonal allergies. Mm-hmm. Also, too, I did it when we were burning a big old brush pile.
Oh, yes.
Because sometimes breathing in like the smoke from the bonfire, like I don't know if it just dries me out or whatever is burning kind of makes things a little aggravated, but this was really helpful for that after sitting by the bonfire. But for your tummy, for like a sore throat, I love marshmallow root pastilles.
That would be tasty.
And they're really good when you put them in the refrigerator, because then when you take them, all of that cooling, you know.
Oh, I bet that would be great.
But you want to try one? They're a little floppy.
Sure.
Here, you can try that one. That was a pretty one.
It looks like a little pea.
All right, ready? Ready?
Down the hatch.
So good.
Very green.
But then you have that honey.
The honey is delicious with it.
Yeah. So that's easy to take.
You know, I could take that. I'd almost prefer that versus the time that it takes to make a capsule, but I can understand when that would be a very practical application as well.
A capsule's good for if you were on the go and you needed to like go ahead and pre-make a whole bunch. This is a little bit harder to take on the go unless you put it in a little tin, which I have done. Like I'll make them, I'll put them in the refrigerator in my little tin, and then if we're going on a road trip, if you know you get a little bit of an upset stomach, there are herbs that you can also put. You can do a little ginger, you can do
honey.
A whole
little first aid kit.
Exactly. But the ginger also is really good in these capsules as well. But that's super green, super delicious.
But those were good. I would take one a day.
See, there you go.
Maybe two.
Maybe two. You
on
could.
A really bad allergy day.
You could. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, you can. This is food. So
you could hide it too if your kids needed it.
Yeah, exactly. That's another trick. But yeah, we've got, and speaking of hiding, I really think that I want to do the powdered freeze dry in the pasta noodles. I think that is a perfect way.
Oh yes. Yeah.
We've got some fun things.
So we'll have green noodles?
Green noodles. Might as well.
Your dad used to call them Martian noodles.
Martian noodles. That might be fun. But we will take you guys along with us on all the other things that I know that we have added onto our plate. This is like the season of just hold on and hang tight, because we've got
just grab a rope and tie it around your waist, because we're
between the bees, between the garden, which we will be taking you guys and doing a garden tour here in the next couple of videos. But yeah, we've got some fun things in the work, and I'm just glad you guys are following along and being a part of this story. But yeah, more to come. So, as always, don't be afraid.
Well, my hands are clean now, but get your hands dirty.
And learn something old. Bye, guys.
Bye.